its introduction regarding myself मैं ज़्यादा नहीं कहूँगा, इसलिए कि तमाम फ्लायर्स में मेरे प्रोफाइल मौजूद अपने ऑलरेडी हैं मौजूद, लेकिन जस्ट टू कट शॉर्ट, आई एम पायनियर ऑफ हाई लेवल वर्कशॉप. पूरे पाकिस्तान में कोई भी इस हाई लेवल का वर्कशॉप इस वक्त नहीं कर रहा, एक्सेप्ट फॉर 1 or 2 जिनके पास एक्सपीरियंस तो ज़्यादा है, लेकिन प्रोफाइल और नॉलेज आपने खुद ने असरटेन की होगी. और आज कुछ ऐसे लोगों ने भी प्रोग्राम अटेंड किए हैं, एंड आई वुड लव टू नो कि what he learned from any other speaker in any workshop and over here. So I would love कि हम बारी बारी सबके व्यूज़ लेंगे और आपके व्यूज़ भी रिकॉर्ड अकॉर्डिंगली करेंगे. I am a ICAP tax committee member and as well as convener of its tax committee. और अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह मेरे साथ जो 2 सब कन्वीनर काम कर रहे हैं उनमें आसिफ साहब, I have great regard for him as well. And in the same manner, provincial taxes Governor Mufti Sahab, he is working under me as a sub-convener. So those are working under me, no doubt they have a great knowledge. I am a PBC core committee member. PBC is composed of about 40 to 43 big groups, like Mansha group as a one group, Gatron group is a one group, Arif Habib group is a one group. Only one member become a member at a cost of about 1.5 million per annum as a subscription. And any of the group companies issues can be settled or discussed over there. I'm a former director of A. Ferguson Company, as you all know, regarding PwC, and I'm former head of group taxation and legal affairs of that whole group, which is composed of about 8 companies of all types, including Gatron, Gatro Power, Novatax, Mustaqim Limited, Bonanza, and so on and so forth. Then I am a PBC FBR working group member who deals with FBR from time to time, got Excellence Award for ICMAP, and currently head of tax excellence and as well as managing partner of Kasbati and Company, and a member of Indirect Tax Committee and Executive Committee member of Professional Accountants Forum. Coming to the timings of our this certificate of tax management, first and third Thursday of every month, started basically from December, but it's an ongoing project which will continue for about a span of 4 months, and it's a rise cycle which will continue. Accordingly, whenever you want to enter the cycle, you can enter anytime. So if your management approval takes about a month, you can enter into that cycle in March, not an issue. It depends upon your approval process. I'm sure it normally takes about 2-3 weeks for approval process when there is a long approval cycle. And there can be another situation, a person sitting here in this room, he just spoke to his boss that I wanted to attend, and his boss cleared, okay, you attend. It happens in some cases like that. Its span is 4 months, that is 4 or 4.5 months. And timings are normally 9 AM to 5 PM. Who could take the benefit are no doubt everyone, including manufacturers, services providers, service acquirer, fast-moving consumer goods trading houses, commercial importers and exporters, NGOs and NPOs. And all of the representatives are sitting here today as well who attended service tax workshop. Issue why one should attend this high-level certificate of tax management course. Unfortunately, Pakistan laws are very complicated. There are more than 23 laws and related rules and other matters which has to be seen shortly. There are more than 8 items in each law, SRO, so and so forth. We will discuss shortly. And above all are the frequent changes. Every day we get SRO, every day we get clarification, every day these things. So what to do with those hundreds and thousands of items which are coming from the post office update services which are available currently, and what we changed we will be covering in our core parliamentary service introduction. What they'll get from this workshop and these certificate of management courses, these have been designed for an in-depth study, updated knowledge, and broaden the taxation horizon for both direct and indirect taxes, bearing in mind the corporate requirement, because being in Ferguson, being in Gatron Group, I know what's your real need. Regarding this 23 tax and related laws, we can easily identify those are Income Tax Act and Rules, Federal Sales Tax Act and Rules, Federal Excise Act and Rules, 4 provinces Service Tax Acts, and upcoming Gilgit-Baltistan law and Azad Jammu and Kashmir already adopted our law of Islamabad. Several rules of provincial services. In Punjab there are about 10 rules, in Sindh there are other rules as well. There are 4 withholding tax rules as well, and we are going to take care of this area in upcoming program. There is Islamabad Capital Territory Service Law as an ordinance, and there are 2 WWF law which will increase to 6 WWF law shortly, and because of 18th Amendment. And there is one at the moment, WBBF law. Shortly there will be 6 WBBF law due to again 18th Amendment, whereby labor law have been graded downward to provinces. And there is a federal GIDC, Punjab Infrastructure says, Sindh Infrastructure says. Accordingly, more than 23 laws. It's very difficult for you people to stay in the industry and take care of all the laws, where there are thousands of amendments, thousands I would say. How can you update yourself? The suggestion is very simple. Attend this Certificate of Tax Management course to take care. And other important why, there are 8 items coming in almost every law, which is SRO, circular, clarification, general order, specific response to queries, important interim relief, stay order, and landmark case laws. That means 23 multiplied by 8, which is more than 100 number. And can you take care of this? A big question mark. And you surely witnessed today that a lot of things, a lot of retrospective item, a lot of prospective item, a lot of deadlines, a lot of resignation expectation. Can you catch hold of all these? A very difficult task. The beauty of our workshop, which is not in any of the workshop all over Pakistan, is that of a panelist. Today, one panel person is here. In all the workshop, depending upon the number of participants, we take care that 10 participants means we should have at least 1 panelist per 10 participants. Accordingly, we have 4 in the flyer on the assumption that we would have about 40 participants. And we get that as well, depending upon the circumstances and depending upon your own interest on a particular topic. These are the faces and images of those persons who are in our workshop. Mr. Sabir Zaidi, well-known person, Mr. Shwartola, who is presently the right hand of Mr. Sanda, Saqib Masood, KPMG partner, Mr. Abid Shaban, who is a senior advocate, Tax Reform Implementation Commission, which is still working, a fellow member of ITM and ex-advisory, ex-member of private advisory. Mr. Kauder Maiman Saab was here as a participant today, and that was a great honor for me as well to be here as a participant in a service tax workshop. And accordingly, you can understand the level of quality we give. He appreciated, and his videos was also recorded, and you will get that video shortly through email. And he is basically a senior tax consultant, a chairman of Tax Academy, and a former president of Karachi Tax Bar and Pakistan Tax Bar. Mr. Haider Patel, you have already seen his video. He also come in our program as a panelist. Mr. Asif Haroon, a partner of Ferguson. Mr. Haider Ali Khan. He is basically a son of Mr. Makhdum Ali Khan, who has been Attorney General of Pakistan for about 8 years in Musharraf era. He is son of that, and that is also in the flyer. He is a friend of mine, alhamdulillah. That's why he also come in our program as a panelist. Mr. Zishan Merchant, former Secretary of Karachi Tax Bar, he is also an advocate and Master of Law, LLM. Mr. Khalid Mahmood, FCA Tax Partner, KPMG, Tafsir Adi, and convener of PDP, which is just like Certificate of Tax Management course run by Karachi Tax Bar. But there is a big difference between our program and that program, because that is costing you about 25,000 and they give you about 15 hours. On the other hand, we give this course at about 98,000 with 72 hours plus. So it's cost effective as well when we compare to the PDP. And in PDP, the speakers are volunteers and not the paid person. Over here it's a commercial venture, but it's still it's cost effective when compared to the PDP. Mr. Zubair Mesia, who is a partner of Deloitte, Yusuf Adil, Mr. Fahim Rauf, whose father is sitting here with us. He is also sometime in our program. Mr. Arshad Maud, who is here today, who is ex-director and presently partner of his portfolio written here. He is from Deloitte. Mr. Ibrahim Kasumbi from Karachi Chamber, Mr. Muhammad Raza from Ferguson, Mr. Shabir Vijilani from KPMG, Mr. Qazi Ahmed Kamal, a technical member, very knowledgeable person. He has been with us and will continue to be with us in GIDC program, inshallah. Mr. Arshad Shehzad, who is a sales tax consultant, a very quick, responsive person, Advocate High Court and FQPCI Budget Committee member, as well as Karachi Chamber and APTMA and EHMA consultant. Topics being covered are, those are already listed on the flyer which you have in your envelopes, are advanced company taxation, service tax law as we covered today, federal sales tax law, withholding sales tax, advanced payroll taxation, which is already announced, hot tax issues in income tax and best solution, like we are covering to some extent recently, immovable property, even Benami law and MNST scheme yet to come and already in place. Then assessment, audit and appeals under all laws and other corporate laws like federal WWF, which has already been announced, and there's a big exposure which you may face. In the same manner, gas infrastructure development cess, which is also an important subject to attend the program, which has already been announced. In certain cases, we hit our P&L without knowing that this bill is coming in your pocket, and you face the show without seeing that you can adjust, you can go for appeal, you can go for petition, you get a stay. A big tax saving and a big fee saving and a big area saving at a nominal charges with certain lawyers whom I have already connection. Then there is a specific area or discussion which I am not going to cover here, because all those are in respective flyer which you can see at our Facebook page. These are the crux of the comment which I don't want. कि मियाँ मिट्ठू बनना अच्छा नहीं लगता. You can read that. These are the comments which we see in the evaluation sheets which you fill. This is the gist of crux of those matters. And you have already witnessed in some of the videos which you have already seen. These are some of our clients who attend workshop, and there are about, we have seen the list of about 2,000 people who have attended a workshop in last about 2 years' time. And if we talk of companies, those are about more than 50 big companies who attend our program at least. These people are those who cannot afford to miss these programs if they wish to learn and have an eagerness to learn. Naturally, other people will miss it. And you would have seen the importance in today's workshop, that how you benefited from it, including the great Abdul Qadir Memon Sahab, who gave a good version of our workshop today. Coming to the price or investment, option 1 is you can select all the topics at 98,000 only, meaning thereby an average of about average of about 10,000 per workshop, which is the minimum workshop price all over Pakistan. But the purpose is to impart knowledge. Option 2 is available. You can select any of the 6 topics of your choice. Select at the beginning, and then you can additionally select any other topic at 12,500. Over here the average is 12,500 per workshop. Another important and a beauty of this package, if you are busy and you have been registered and you have registered in any one person from your entity and you are busy or that person is busy, you can just inform us a week before that this person will not come and that person will come. And we will change for that particular workshop a new person which you have introduced to us. And in each program you get a certificate of attendance. Based on that you can claim CPD hours in either ICAP, ICMAP, even ACCA, or even in any other institute where there is a CPD or credit requirement is there. Everywhere this certificate is acceptable, alhamdulillah. And even we are trying to arrange an MOU with them, just like a Karachi Tax Bar Association, we have an MOU with them. These are our contact person, which are already on flyer, which is whatever stated here, except for the word of mouth, everything is in your flyer. And whatever you wish to get, which has not been covered here in question and answer session, you may ask for that.